Check, check, dancer. All right, we are good. Sorry. Make sure it comes on here. There we go. Alrighty, hello, hello. If you're watching on YouTube, on TikTok, and on Instagram, I am live streaming on youtube.com/Tiffany Gordon Cosplay, and that is where I'm going to be reading chat and answering questions. So if you want to say something, go over to YouTube. It is free, and that's also where all my cosplay tutorials are. So if you're interested in learning to cosplay yourself, go there. So yeah, but welcome on. Hi RJ, welcome on. And anybody else that is watching, lurking, or coming on later, hello, hello. So yeah, I guess it's weird. I'm streaming on a Wednesday. I don't normally stream on a Wednesday. But I've kind of missed the last few streams just because I've been so busy. October tends to be a really busy month for me, and I had a bit of sponsorship and collabs. I had a lot of filming to do. But I'll get into that while I work on our next cosplay, which is Glinda! No, it's not. Everybody keeps saying it's Glinda because I used a trending audio, if you saw my video. So yeah, but it's not Glinda. It's actually Angewomon from Digimon. So close! Not really, but yeah, so we're gonna start on that. The few people that caught on that all my hashtags were like, hashtag anime. But whatever. So yeah, you can see down here. So that is the character that we are doing. And there's a lot of wings. And there's gonna be a new harness that I'm working on for this, which I'll eventually, once I'm done with the cosplay and everything, it'll go up on my website. So if anybody wants to do this or make another character with a ridiculous amount of wings, this will be it. Yeah. So yeah, never would have guessed it. Yeah, a few people got it. A while back ago, I did a poll on what cosplay people wanted me to do, and I went through my list of here's my ones on my list of cosplans, and that one was above and beyond the most requested one after Dark Magician Girl, but I already did her, so yeah. And I didn't plan on cosplaying her yet. I was either going to start probably doing Moxie from Borderlands, or I was gonna start Egrius from Solo Leveling. I don't know when I'll do those now, but we have a new sponsor of Anycubic, which is a 3D printing company, and I have a code too, but it's a bunch of letters, so it's in the scrolly thing, or go to my website and you can click the button, and it'll tell you the code. But it's $20 off, which is a good deal, because their rolls are almost that much, and so I don't know if there's like a certain amount you have to spend or something. They just told me it's $20 off, so hopefully that will help. But yeah, they sent me, so we were gonna have another 3D printed video, review video, you know, because people want me to do those now, which is cool. But instead of an FDM printer, I requested for a resin printer. And because my resin printer I had from many years ago, I think it's probably like 5 years old now or something, I don't know. But it was an older model, and I really appreciate a reel from our community, the real Malky, or Malky Cosplays, whatever he changed his name to. He had gifted that to me a long time ago, so I've been using that one. I've loved it, but that's my only resin printer I had, and it's on the smaller side. And when Anycubic reached out, I had requested for a resin printer, and they sent me their Mono M7 Pro. I think that's the correct term. And it's like 3 times the size. And I've been doing a bunch of test printing with it right now. So I don't have any actual videos to share, but with that new sponsor, I'm going to be doing her helmet and the breast cup things, and then she's got like a few little details and stuff. I'm gonna be doing those all out of resin. So that's the plan for this cosplay. So I'll be working along with that. For the wings, which you can see I'm kind of cutting out now. Some people thought it was a towel. This is Foss Shape and Coscom Cosplay Supply sent me this, and basically it kind of is like the same texture of felt, and this is their lightest weight. And when you use a heating tool to heat it up, it stiffens and you can bend it into different shapes. It's kind of, if you've worked with Warbler before, it's kind of on the same level of that, except it's not plastic. So the goal would be all of these wings. So this is one part. I'm not cutting the bottom part out yet because this is each a wing, and then this one, and it's a lot. It's a lot. There's gonna be tons of cutting out. But basically they should make it where they'll be all like stiff and cool. I know I had, did I put it in here? Or did I toss it? Oh, I put it in here. It's a really bad sample, but this is the same material. I overheated it because I wanted to test the limits. But the material becomes all hard but still lightweight. So it'll still give that wing, like feathery kind of a look without using feathers. And it's lighter than EVA foam. So yeah, there's this one. This is their lightest weight. And for those that are interested, this is their second one, which is a little bit thicker. And then their last one, which is the thickest. So they all work about the same, but I wanted the lighted one. Latest. So yeah, we're going with that. But the other option I was going to use that I've seen a lot of people make wings out of, just because I want to, let's be real, I love wings. I wanted to try a different technique on wings. That's what we're doing, because I always like trying different things. But the other option that I've been seeing a lot of people use lately is it's packing paper. It's not, it's still like a foam, but it's like styrofoam, but not styrofoam, like not the packet peanuts. It's like when you move and it's that sheet that you wrap over plates and stuff, and it's really lightweight. It rips really easily. A lot of people have been making wings out of that, and they look pretty, but in terms of durability, that was where I was like, oh, maybe not a good option. So that's why I wanted to go this way. So, should hopefully work out, but it's gonna be a lot of work. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing. So new sponsor with Anycubic, really excited. So yeah, let me catch up. Welcome on. Yeah, thanks on the resin printer. I'm really excited about it. I've printed a bunch of test stuff, and oh my gosh, it prints so fast compared to my old one. Whew, it's amazing. So I'm really excited, and I had to, so I already have a curing station for the resin printer, but it's for my old one, and my old one is small. So, and I only got for the sponsorship, they only sent the new printer, not a new wash cure station. So I had to buy another bucket. This is the size of the new resin printer. So this is the wash bucket. This one I'm just gonna, because I still have the other one for smaller pieces, I can still use it, but this one I'm just gonna have soaking for the new alcohol baths and stuff. So yeah, this is quite a bit of an upgrade because the other one was, it was from the bottom, you can see the wire basket. It was only that big from going upwards, so it's quite a bit different in size. So yeah, and it prints, for the resin printer, the new one, printing from here to here, just like a tube straight up, is like an hour and 40 minutes. It's amazing compared to the other one, which would take that long just to print that high. So yeah. I'm excited. If you can't tell. Yeah, excited. Ever thought of doing another Fallout cosplay? Well, it's okay, so technically I've done 2 Fallout cosplays, so technically. I've done the Nuka girl, which I would love to remake her one day. That cosplay, the material ended up ruining itself. The red fabric dyed onto the white fabric. But I would love to remake her one day. And then the second one was, let's see, him. The glowing scorch beast, or I guess her. I think it's supposed to be the queen one. We did that as a collab with Fallout, like a year or 2 ago, but it was a fun little thing. I would love to make the bobblehead for the male and female, like same type of mask thing. I already have them like planned out. I just haven't made them. But I'd love to do that and just do like a basic vault outfit. But yeah, that's kind of that. One day, but no plans any soon. No plans for it anytime soon. Words. So yeah. But in terms of other stuff, the comfy cosplay, it's relatively comfy. It just, because of the helmet, it's really hard, like I can't fly with it. So yeah, that's a little little problems if I want to do that. But in terms of other things that I've been doing last month, since I've been really busy, is I know they posted it on TikTok. I don't know if it's been posted onto all platforms, but I actually worked with Meta Facebook with their creator program, and I did a collab with them with my Loki cosplay. So that's why I kind of had to finish that really quickly, and I didn't stream anymore because I had to film a bunch of stuff with that. And it's like a get ready with me cosplay video. I did not share it on my page, so you won't see it there. But basically I'm like putting on my makeup and everything and explaining how their if you use their meta page and everything, how to post and to do like find the trending hashtags and trending songs and A/B posting, testing, whatever. So you may see that around. But yeah, I ended up doing that with them. Hero, come on. And then, let's see. I also did something with YouTube, and I have not seen it, and I don't know if it was like you had to be part of their newsletter or something, but I was featured in their creator something, and they did like an interview with me, and asked me a bunch of questions on like basically how YouTube has helped with my business. So things like that, which I did end up finding that YouTube, despite, so I'll say in terms of my tutorials, the views aren't, they're good for me. They're good for my channel. But in terms of like for new videos, they don't get a super high traction because they're not entertainment videos. They're more supposed to be educational. But because of doing that, that's where actually like 60% of my clicks to my website for buying like my patterns comes from. And I didn't realize that until I actually like really dove down to answer some of the questions for YouTube. So I thought that was really cool. So thanks for those who are actually watching my tutorials here on YouTube and using that to get the patterns and stuff. So yeah, or if you're just watching them, that's cool too. So yeah, I did that with them. Let's see, what else? That bugged me because I trimmed that a little funkity. There we go. Oh, and then we also had a sponsorship with Pinky Paradise, which every Halloween they tend to send me a bunch of contact lenses. And that's where the crazy clown video came from. So that's a trending video specifically for TikTok. It kind of made it to other platforms, but not as much. And so I basically I think they sent me like 5 or 6 different contact lenses. So I did my full-on like review for each of them, the lenses like always. But I did the crazy clown makeup, which was a lot of fun. I have not had that much fun filming something in a long time because that was like straight up just all of my imagination of just going crazy and not really caring. So yeah. That was kind of all of the projects that I did last month. Yeah. I hope everybody had fun though with Halloween. I didn't really get to talk to many people. So oh, and if you're just getting here, so the new cosplay is Angewomon. And I am starting to cut out the parts of the wings out of faux shape. So, yeah. And there's quite a bit of wings. That is 1, 2, only 2 of them. So there's another one in here. I think it's this one. My poor little guy is it unscrews because of how much I have to push through all of this. And I had replacement blades somewhere, but I don't know where they are, and I just haven't went and purchased a new one. But yeah. Hey, Neutral. But I'm pretty excited about this costume. Plan is, it really shouldn't take that long to make this character, but it's just gonna depend on, my mom comes and is visiting for a week. I'm so excited for it. So I don't know how much work I'm gonna be able to get done, but ideally, this shouldn't be a very long cosplay to make. It should be no more than 3 weeks. The only reason it's going to take that long is just because of the wings, because there's so many of them and it's a lot of cutting. I do plan on painting them as well. I want to give them more of a blue kind of glow to all the tips. So yeah, there's 4 weeks. Or well, parts. Basically, I have each wing I'll show you a little bit, because I've got them laid here. So, let me switch to here. So, I know it's hard to see because it's a white paper, but this is one wing. This is the largest one, and from that, I have different layers of feathers, which, by the way, I'm not doing the wings versus the reference image. I did not want to have these weird chunky ones. I wanted actual, like, angel kind of wings. So that's the version I'm doing. But from that, each one of the layers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, I kind of segmented them. And then, so, like, they'll be attached to a base one. And then I have this where we're cutting it out, so there'll be one on each side. And then they're layered. Kinda makes sense. Kinda. It'll make sense in the end. But it's a lot of work otherwise. And the cats have been helping so much. So much. Okay, let me put this back. Yep, not Mercy, Angewomon. Mercy was a good guess, though. I'm always doing Mercy stuff. Yeah. Oh, thanks. The hairstyle, it's hair that's gonna grow back. I cut it for one of my Halloween looks, and I forgot that my hair, because my hair, I don't do anything with it. Now I have to straighten every day because they are so short. But I have like a cowlick, and that's basically where your hair, it grows upwards and then goes down. And I forgot about that because it's like all in my front. So they got cut quite a bit extra shorter than I was anticipating. So yeah, now I gotta deal with it, and yeah, I'm glad you like it. It'll be fine once it goes about this much farther. Give it a few weeks and it'll be better. But yeah, it's been very interesting. I don't like it, but for Halloween I was getting hit on quite a bit, and it was very awkward. So I don't know, but yeah, it's hair. It'll grow back. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, so that was another reason I didn't do it. Oh, sorry, I didn't flip over to camera. There we go. That was like another reason why I didn't stream last week either, because I was having it grow a little bit more. So it wasn't so short. But yeah, it's hair. It'll grow back. It's just a little short. So, but I also need to recolor it. As you can see, my roots are growing in quite a bit. But I need the bangs to be a little bit longer. Otherwise, it's gonna be a little difficult. Yeah. Angewomon is way more hype than Mercy anyway. Oh! Ooh, a fan. Haha. Yeah, so Angewomon, if y'all are just getting in here, so that one, actually, when I did a poll like last month, that was the #1 cosplay that everybody wanted me to do. And because we have a new sponsor of Anycubic, which is a 3D printing company, they sent me one of their printers, and this time it's a resin printer, not an FDM. And it's their Mono M7 Pro, I believe. So there'll be another review video coming for that. But because of that, it kind of changed what I could do. So in terms of, for filming things, because I was going to probably either do Moxie from Borderlands next or Egrius instead of this one. But they had said I can't do any prop, like weapon building videos as with it. So that kind of tossed it out the window because I was gonna do Moxie. She's got her little pew pew pew, all the little bullet shells and the buckles and stuff, and it's just like, well, that's like everything I was gonna print with it. So this was the other one on the list, and so for that I plan on 3D modeling and printing the helmet, the breast flower cup thingies, I don't know, and then she's got like little circles and buckles and things. So that's where this one came along, and I gotta basically finish it in a month. So yeah, but excited. It's a fun little toy that's a much larger printer, resin printer than my old one. Right now I've been doing a bunch of test prints, and I've already ordered some upgrades with it because I want an easier printing experience, so. Yep, but, hey Tiff, it's been forever since I've gotten to watch your streams. Glad to see you're still at it. Yep, welcome back. No, I haven't streamed in like 2 weeks, so I've pretty much been, I stream like a week or two and then I've gone for another 2 weeks because of conventions, or just I finished whatever cosplay I was doing. So I've been really bad at streaming lately. Sorry about that. But I've kind of been switching to Fridays. Today's a weird day that I'm streaming on a Wednesday. So, yep. No, thanks guys. No, there's so there is prop building tutorials. It's so specifically no weapon props. I'm trying not to get flagged on YouTube right now. So yeah, for them, like I can do it after my sponsorship stuff is done. I can use the printer for whatever I want, but for specifically advertising for them and doing featured videos with them, I can't do that just because it's, well, all platforms like kind of flag it. You kind of have to use emotes and not say certain things, which is why for specific tools, you'll start noticing in my videos this heating tool. It is a heating tool now, not a heat pew pew, because I'm not getting in trouble for saying that word, but I am getting slightly shadow banned now. So that's gonna be the difference changing in some of my terminology. So hopefully that doesn't. Hopefully y'all understand. But yeah, in terms of working with companies, a lot of times they won't let you do anything like that. Also, printing companies don't want to advertise that you can print a prop pew pew at home. It's kind of frowned upon, even though they're not functioning. So, yes, AI flags a lot of things. Yeah, it's kind of bad. You'll get me going on a rant in a bit. Oh, I must have cut out the 4 on that one. Let me put that here. And then one more, which is mostly cut out actually, so I'm just gonna do a little trim. But yeah, sorry, I'm behind on chat. Had a feeling you were making another Wingling cosplay, but whatever, I guess. Yeah, I mean, that's why I was like, in my, guess the character, and I bring out the pipes that's my way of saying I'm doing something that's engineering of, like, something. So, yeah. There was probably, the amount of people that guessed Angewomon through all of my platforms was very low. Some people knew it right off the bat. They were like, I'm so excited. Other people, because I used the Wicked music, which people got really mad about. They were getting really grouchy of like, you're stupid, you shouldn't use that music because then it's obvious what cosplay you're doing. And I'm like, okay, the music has nothing to do with my character, but everybody thought I was doing Glinda, which I'm not. I don't know if I'd ever cosplay Glinda, necessarily. I don't know. But, I tripped up some people. I will say, one person did call me out for it. The wig that I showed was technically not the correct wig. It was not the correct color for Angewomon, so that, did trip some people up. But they were correct because, I forgot to order my wig, and I'd already planned on doing this video, so, I got a blonde wig out that was kind of similar, just not the correct color. That wig comes in tomorrow. So, it's a different color, but yeah. Alright, let me pile these up. Boop, 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 boop. So this is for this specific wing right here. This is 2 wings, all of the parts. So I will cut them in more detail in a bit. But they will go to the side. And we will go on to the next one. And I will take a sip. Cheers! Not Dr. Pepper because I'm cutting back on soda because health sucks. Concerns with brand images. Yeah. Yep, Wizard got it. Yep. Yes, as Wizard says also. The mannequin, she doesn't wear an apron unless I'm streaming. So literally the apron I just put around her so I don't get flagged because she lives there. But you know, AI is gonna be like, oh no, you can't have that. Alright, so now for the next one, so this one is the next wing, and I try to do it each by color, even though I'm going to cut off all of the color. But to give you an idea, this is the same wing, so this is 2 wings, technically, one for the left and one for the right, but that's the next one that we're going to cut out. So yeah, it's been a lot. I spent 2 days cutting out my pattern and taping, and then yesterday I spent all day tracing my pattern onto this fa shape. It's been a lot. My hands were killing me yesterday. But it will be worth it, because these will be beautiful. And if they're not, we're going to say they are. Yes. Okay. That's more. Boom. But yeah, I have not decided after this one if I'll do Moxie or Egrius, or if I'll have another Oh Shiny Syndrome or something. So no telling. But BlizzCon did announce their dates, and I'm 100% going to that unless for some reason something happens. Whether I just go as an attendee, or maybe cross your fingers they sponsor me for something and I make another character. That would be amazing. I'd love that. Love to work with them again. But yeah. But be fun to make something new for BlizzCon. Obviously, I'm not gonna compete in the cosplay contest. I'll never compete in that again, just because I won, and I don't believe in if you have won like a major award for a circuit or whatever, that you should, in my personal opinion, you should compete again at it. I think giving other people a chance is better. So yeah, but I would like to make another cosplay just to wear for a day or a few hours or something. So who knows, maybe another Mercy. I still have the Lich Queen on my list, as well as is it Kerrigan or I always pronounce her name wrong. The other lady with all of the tentacle like arm like things and the wings. Yeah. That one's also on my list of one day. Yeah, it's been a day. Yeah, I imagine. So, you can see the length of this one. I'm so excited to be making wings again. Care again. Thank you. Care again. But yeah, I'd only want to bring one cosplay to that one, because I do want to spend like a day just walking around, having fun and stuff. It was so last time in 2023, that was my first time ever attending BlizzCon, and I loved it, despite all of the behind the scenes stuff that was happening. I had so much fun. My first time walking in, I went through the WoW section and went in, and then the first thing I see is the pillars with the banners that had the hologram like kind of image whatever on it, and the giant sword. And I like started tearing up a bit because I was just like, this is so cool. So yeah, I am excited again. I know it'll probably be a little different just because I think a lot of people there's a bit of different people there now. Maybe not. But either way, it should be fun. So. Can hang out if you're not dead on one of the halls. Yeah. So now that there's the dates, I'll have to figure out hotel-wise where I'd want to stay, because I do get the tickets for free, so I don't have to worry about that. And then it shouldn't be as stressful because I'm not competing, so I shouldn't have to like. That was one time is last year. I didn't really get to eat like the day before. It was because we had to do the walkthrough on stage the day before the show. I think the show was on Sunday. And I think on Saturday, like, they wanted us to be in full cosplay both days for judging and this and that. And it's like, it's a 2-day convention, and, like, I already suffered from heat stroke twice while wearing that costume there. I would have died if I had to wear it for 2 days outside and walking and all of that, and just like, ooh. So, yeah. But, where was I going with that? Oh, yeah, we did like a whole big group cosplay, like all of my cosplayer friends. So we had like Hoku, Plexi, Kamui, a bunch of other people. We had like a group of like 20 that we all went out for dinner, and basically we got food, and it was like, okay, well, we gotta go. I'm sorry, because we had to go and run and do all this, and it was, ugh. But I'm excited to not have like a schedule. So, yeah. Unless I get hired. If I get hired, please give me a schedule. Yeah. But I want to plan it as a vacation as well. So last year, money was a bit tight. Or not last year, but 2 years. So now it should be more flexible, hopefully. And I want to do it where I go for BlizzCon, but then I stay like an extra few days to hang out. I would love to see the Blizzard campus at one point. With how many times I have been there, and I've been invited so many times, but it's always like the day I fly back. I have never been able to see it, and I'd love to see it one day. So, yeah. Maybe this time. Probably not, but we'll see. So. Yeah. Are we back? Are we back? I think, maybe? How long is it gonna catch up on me staring, I wonder? Okay, we're good! Ah, yeah. Yeah, that was my whole side. So I guess I lost internet because it disconnected me from all YouTube and Discord and stuff. So, which I was telling to our mobile phone people that we're gonna be changing internet providers. I'm so excited. We've had, I actually don't know who ours is right now, but Google Fiber, they put in boxes and stuff over a year ago, and they put signs on our doors and stuff saying, oh, it's coming, you're gonna have it, and we haven't been qualified or whatever. And they just did last week, they put in pipes into all the backyards and all the neighborhood, and now we're qualified, so we'll be switching over once they say okay. So yeah, hopefully it'll be cheaper and hopefully we'll have better connection. Yeah, it's still live on Instagram and on TikTok, but I don't think it was going through my internet. I think it was just going through whatever. So yeah. Oh, but I was talking about health stuff. So I'm now trying to do, I don't know where it cut off, but gluten-free and dairy-free, which has been helping a lot. I also discovered a butter, because I've been craving butter so bad, because it's like one of the worst things that I can have for endometriosis, because it just gives so much pain. But it's a vegetable butter thing, and it tastes 100% like butter, has the same kind of buttery like feel, and you can use it straight up 1-to-1 as normal butter. And so I've been using that in like the last few days, and it's like so I can eat my gluten-free bed with my gluten dairy-free butter. So yeah, it is, yeah. But that's then the thing of cutting back on soda too, because that also causes more of the flare-ups with endometriosis. So yeah. Hey bro, welcome on. Hope you're doing well. Okay, I'm gonna cut right here real quick. Okay. Sorry, text messages. The lovely squeaky squeak. Squeaky squeaky squeak. Doing okay? Good. Yeah, I hope everybody had a great Halloween. Can you compare using a rotary cutter to fabric scissors? I get that question at work all the time and don't have a good answer. So with rotary cutter, so this one is kind of whatever. It's a lot less strenuous on the wrist, where you're having with scissors to constantly do this motion, so you're squeezing, where this one you're just constantly pushing, and you can cut multiple layers. So this is a Foss shape that we're using, so it's not your typical fabric. This is stuff where you heat it up, and it's kind of like Warblub, where when it cools it hardens into that shape, but it's not plastic. You can cut through a bunch of different fabrics at once. So depending on how sharp your blade is and the type of material, you can sometimes cut through like 10 pieces of fabric at once. But yeah, I do it for more basic cuts and for my straight lines. So what I've been doing is, so like for this piece, for instance, I like this song. So all of my straight cuts I've been cutting with it because I don't have to be as precise. But then when I get to the more smaller lines, I'll have to use a scissor because that I can get more actual precise. I'd say one of the things you could recommend, I assume Hobby Lobby has it, but Joann's had it, especially towards the end. A lot of the end of days or end of times. I was considering getting it, but a lot of the older women working at Joann's, because their wrist hurt so much from doing the scissors, it basically was, instead of a rotary tool, it was scissors, so same design, but it had it where it was just like electric scissors, I guess. So you could just do a straight cut with it. So that would be a replacement, but I use both back and forth. With scissors, of course, you have to sharpen, and then with a rotary tool, you'll have to change out your blade. So with this one, so you have to change out that part. The problem I have, because this material is so thick, it constantly is I have to push so much pressure down to cut it, and it's an old blade because I haven't replaced it in years. It comes undone, so I have to keep tightening it, and then you have to use a cutting mat as well. Downfall of a lot of rotary tools, though, at least from my personal experience, is if your blade has a tiny little nick in it, or if your cutting mat, you're cutting over one that has been used, sorry for the noise, a lot of times. So it's not having issues, it's not having issues with cutting this for the most part, but with other types of fabric, I have no fabric here, you'll sometimes have it where you'll come to a nick and you'll have like a tiny little pit that is still connected. So like right here you'll have a piece, so you'll either have to go back and cut that or use scissors to have it come apart, or you'll pull and you'll have a pulled thread. So that's downfall on that part. I don't know if that helped or not. That's my kind of answer. Kind of. Yeah, this was an old sponsorship from Excel. They sent it to me, and then, gosh, it's probably been like 8 years, and I know they sent replacement blades, but I have no idea where they went. I've moved a few times since then, so. And I don't use rotary tools too much, except for just base cutting. So, yeah. Thanks, Crazy. Have a great day as well. You're now listening to 101.tiff, the sound of squeak, 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 as we try to cut fabric, specifically for shape, with a rotary tool. Is that, we haven't done it in a while. Good, bad, It was helpful, thank you. Yeah, I got help. My long little explanations that sometimes I don't know if I'm actually answering something or if I'm just trying to rattle off thoughts. That is, oh, I need to cut this little tail off. You are the fourth one of this one. Okay. This is the second one of this one. Yeah, cool. now that Honey Fro is on, need some oil for the... It's the screw because it keeps coming out, and it just needs a new blade at this point. Actually, I need a larger rotary tool. I don't know... Actually, I have one over here. Let me see if this one still works. Oh my gosh, it's so dusty. I got this in college. We'll have to test this one out and see. Oh, much better. We're using that instead. Okay. If it ain't broke, or if it is broke, just keep using it. Yeah. Oh, it looks like our, we disconnected from this though. I gotta reconnect one thing from when our thing went out. But yeah, now that Honey Fro is on, we can talk about anime, which I'm so excited. So the Silent Witch I am loving. Still have not finished it yet. It's really good. And then I'm really excited for, I think it's Campfire Cooking. Their second season just came out. Let's see. Hey, we're connected again. Okay, cool. It's a pizza slicer if the YouTube algorithm, yes. Pretty much. This is, in college, when I was teaching the fibers classes, I always would call it basically a pizza slicer for terms that people would understand, because we had a lot of students that would come through who didn't know anything on sewing, didn't know anything on any of the tools, and so I had to kind of relate it to things that they already kind of knew about. So, only downfall is it's a lot harder for me to see my line specifically. Oh no! There we go. TikTok was doing this. Yeah, you can see here. So this one, you can see how I didn't push all the way, or I hit a part in the blade. So if I was to pull that, it's not going to be nice and clean. So I'd want to go back and go through that line again. So that's the whole applying enough pressure or having a dull blade, whatnot. Which it may just be this blade, since I've not checked it out in years. Campfire Cooking in Another World is so cute, like that one. Yeah, the one with the woofy god thing. I have to rewatch it because I don't really remember it too much. It's been a while. That and I haven't finished it. I did start it a little bit ago, but the vending machine one, so the second season of that came out, but it's been like, I think a few months now. Yeah, most of these, even if it's not cut perfectly, we're actually gluing something on top, so they're just different layers of it. So yeah. Have one like that. Immediately cut your finger the first. No! Yeah, you don't put your hand in front of it. How was your Halloween? Did you get to spend it with the grandbabies this time? Season 3 of... Oh, gosh. I was fine with... Oh, why did Instagram... Oh, okay. Weird that Instagram decided to cut off. I guess maybe it's been an hour and it was like, you're done? I don't know. Or nobody was watching it on Instagram. Same thing. I don't really care. Turn up, see if that's better. Passed out candy and the daughter took the grand trick-or-treating. Aw. Yeah, we ended up doing the week before, because most people were gone, Air Force wise, the week of Halloween for Alert. But we did Halloween the week before. We did a party, and that one was a little crazy. I felt very old. I was the oldest one there, and there was a bunch of kids to me. Not kids in terms of little kids, but little adult kids that were new to drinking, and I felt very Mama Bear, taking care of people, and I'm done with house parties. Yeah. So, it was still fun. And went to a different bar I wasn't used to. They had their Halloween theme. It was gorgeous. I don't remember what the place was called though, but all of the decoration inside was Nightmare Before Christmas, but like over the top. It was really cool. It was like the little swirly thing he walks on. They actually had one you could go up on and take pictures of, and it was really cool. I want to go back, but most people don't really like it, and they're really slow at drinks because they only have like one bar. Like bar back, and it's all fancy cocktail drinks that they take like 20-30 minutes to make, and it takes so long. So yeah, not good for big groups. But actual Halloween, we ended up going out. Only one friend was around though, so we just did a bunch of bar hopping and stuff. I did my crazy skull face painting, which turned out really pretty. Okay, this one. And for those that are just getting here, the next cosplay is not Glinda, it's Angewomon from Digimon. And that's what we're working on today. I'm cutting out wingling parts. There's a lot of parts. And if you're on TikTok or on Instagram, I'm actually live streaming on youtube.com/TiffanyCosplay. And that is where I'm reading chat and answering questions. So if you want to say something, go over there. It is free. It's also where all of my cosplay tutorials are. So, yay. But, busy. I'm excited to kind of just work on this and slow down a little. Well, my terms of slow down. Just because this is now, after Halloween, it turns into the holiday season of busyness. And I've already finished most of my stuff, which I'm happy about. But in terms of social media gets really bad with comments. It just slowly, all of the trolls come out more and more because it's a lot of people that are sad about the holidays or something, and they just like to go and attack anybody on social media. So it's that season. It happens every year, unfortunately, which is a big reason why I will be continuing with my yearly January taking off of social media. So, because that's when after that, I just need a break. So I'm excited about that. And then we have a trip to, is it Colorado in January? A group trip with a bunch of friends and stuff. They want to go skiing. I'm not gonna ski. We got like a house that we're gonna rent and a B&B, and it's like in the mountains with a hot tub, and I'm really excited about that. So have to add pics of your completed. Yes, I want to see. I want to see. But yeah. Okay, and then just this last one, and that will complete this wingling. I'm gonna turn my heater off because it's a little toasty in here. We had a slight bit of a cold front, so it's been in the highs of 50s every day. But then we have an even more cold front coming in this weekend, and it's gonna be like a high of, I think, 32 and a low of 20. I'm not looking forward to that. All right, last one. And then we stack them all up. And here's all the parts to these winglings. Okay, I'm gonna sit for a little bit. I'm tired of standing. I've really enjoyed these teas lately. They're really yummy. The lemon one is my favorite though, but this one's the raspberry. It's a nice having like a off one. Still has caffeine, but it has a lot less than sodas. So I've been switching to the baby peps, the small little Dr. Peppers, and then that after. Oh, sneeze. Excuse me. Sorry. Oh. You like the peach one of those? I haven't seen the peach flavor one. Thank you. Yeah, our Target. So I've been getting them at Target because Target's like basically our main grocery store here, just because everything else is really expensive and the food goes bad really fast. But they have the lemon, the 6 packs of the lemon, the raspberry, the unsweet, their normal sweet. I know they have 4. They might have another one, but I don't remember. So I'll have to look for the peach one though, because I do like my peach drinks. So, all right, the next one. I think the last one was our largest wings, or this one is. No, it was the last one. Yeah. So this. Let me switch this. To this one. Okay, so here's this one that we're gonna cut now. Kind of hard to see. Alrighty. Ba-doop. Ba-doop. Yeah, it's gonna be fun designing the harness again with this one. So all of my harnesses for wing harnesses, I've always designed them so the wings are detachable, which I plan on doing that for this one as well. So it'll be 4 separate ones. But for this specific design, I haven't decided if I want it to be worn under the fabric or over the fabric, which for other people using the harness, they can do it however they want. But for me, for this specific character, I haven't decided yet. Typically, I always have it where it's hidden underneath the costume. But her specific design, she has the tummy exposed here. And because there's the 4 wings on each side, the harness, most of my harnesses sit, like, if this is my back, they mostly sit above here, from here to here. But because there's 4 different ones, this fits like 1, 2, so it's gonna be like 3 and 4. So the harness is really gonna need to be at least like this long. And then that means where the strap is, you will see it. So I'm kind of deciding, because she has the brown straps around the waist, if maybe I should have it where I actually turn the brown strap into the actual strap for the harness, instead of a decorative one. So I kind of go back and forth. Haven't decided yet though, just because I haven't designed the harness yet. Once I start designing it, I'll figure it out. But just some of the stuff going in my head. And thanks guys for watching. Hope you are enjoying the stream. Alright, so this is the longest one for this wing. The sad thing is, we're just doing basic cuts right now. This isn't the actual detailed cuts of all the winglings. So we're just doing the spine part, and I'm gonna have to go back with scissors and cut all of that part. It's gonna be so much fun. This is why this costume, or this cosplay is gonna take probably like 3 weeks versus like, it's a relatively more on the simple side of characters in terms of fabricating things. But in terms of volume of how large the wings are, there's a lot of parts to it, so it takes a bit more time. So, hoping to aim for that 3-week mark with this one. Surprisingly, most of my builds lately have been like 10 to 12 days. The last, I think Loki, Dark Magician Girl, and then, was Magic before that? I think Magic was a little bit longer. I'm not sure. Tiffany was sorry. Yeah. But it has been nice to kind of make the costumes in under 2 weeks. That gives me time afterwards like the next week I typically will start doing filming of getting dressed and photo shoot and stuff, and that gives me another week of like editing and uploading all of the patterns, and then repeat the same cycle. So it works kind of nicely. Not that I'm supposed to have timelines, but I actually still have not uploaded my patterns for Loki, which is why the costume's still in the background. I don't know if I showed the horns. They're like my favorite part. I really love how Loki turned out. Minus the breastplate area. Like, it turned out okay, but it's not my favorite. But yeah, the Loki horns, they're so pretty. What's up? Yeah. And I ended up attaching all the dangly things for the hair and making them double-sided. And they're just like the zigzag like edge piece, because I didn't want it to be too noticeable in the hair. And then I have it where the inside there's Velcro here for attaching to the headpiece that I made. And then I didn't have the magnets attached for the photo shoot, but I'm gonna add them later, just as little extra pieces. But that is so pretty. And then each of the horns come off too, so I can actually travel with it. Ah! But yeah, I ended up adding some tape though, because the magnets, they worked, but they weren't going to be resistant. If somebody had slightly bumped into it, it would lock, like push them out of place. So I ended up adding a little bit of masking tape to kind of help, so they fit better. So yeah, good job. So cool, so cool. Love it. Sit, sit. There. Okay. Me. I still want to do pictures with you one day. We'll have to meet up. Yeah. In terms of next superhero character that I would want to make, I still want to make Hot Girl. Obviously wings. Yes. Oh, sorry, I didn't flip. Boop boop. Here we go. Make your horns out of foam, heart cut in half, then sanded and covered in warble indefinitely. Yes, yes. Okay. Sorry, I was like, wait, not reading that correctly, but yes, reading correctly. Yeah. I was like seeing the different versions of horns like people interpret with Loki. If they do their own design or how they make them. free, if anybody has any cosplay questions, you can ask. I'd say in terms of games that I've been playing lately, I have a bunch on the list because a bunch came out all in the same week. But my House Flipper 2, they did a Scooby-Doo edition, which I've pretty much beaten already. I had a lot of fun with that. And they added a lot to it. Definitely worth the money for the DLC. And then you make the wings with, yeah, they're foss shaped. And then, let's see, other games. I'm doing, Power Wash 2 Simulator came out. It's, I'd say I'm probably about halfway done with it. It's not as good as Power Wash Simulator 1, I will say. It's the same thing, but it feels a little bit more buggy. And they somehow they got rid of the feel of being immersed in like upgrading things. I really enjoyed that with working to upgrade. Now they have like all these multiple guns, or all these multiple power washers. I'm trying not to say the poo-poo word. And then it's not as satisfying to clean the things anymore. It's like, oh, here's an object put in front of you. Here's an object put in front of you. And there are some that are more like you do clean this room and then something new will happen. But it's just, I don't know. It's not something I'm trying to go and play constantly. So, sad about that. Outer Worlds 2 came out, which we know I loved the first one. I mean, I made the Moonman helmet. But haven't played it yet. I wanted to finish these two games first before I got another one. But watched a lot of streamers play it a little bit. Looks like a lot of fun. And then the other game that came out that I want to get is there's a new, I don't know if it's Jurassic World or Jurassic Park, but that, dinosaurs, I like dinosaurs. So there's a new one of those that just came out that you're like a park stimulator for the dinos and stuff, so. Yee. Another wingling, yeah, this one, so we're working on Angewomon right now. That's the new one, so. But yeah, I showed earlier, so the foss shape, basically, in terms of materials, I consider it like a mixture between fabric and Warbler mixed together. Because obviously the fabric kind of miss, but when you use a heat tool, it slightly hardens when it cools like Warbler, and you can change it out. So, is it hard to work with to shape? Let me get the little feathery thing out. This is my first actual project working with it. I've done a few samples, but this is their lightest one. And I overheated it because I wanted to see the limits, so that's why it looks a little crusty and hard. But that's pretty much the look that I'm trying to go with for this. So each of these feathers I'll end up cutting, and then I'll kind of mess around and do this, and I plan on painting it too to have like a little bit of a blue to the feathers. But that's kind of the goal that I want to go for these wings. This is their lightest one. Then their second weight, I want to say this one's like 300, and this one I think is 400. Don't quote me on that, but this one, it's thicker, slightly. And then their thickest one is this one, which you can see the quite a bit of difference. So you've got like 4mm versus 2 versus like 1. This one, if you've seen Down in Creative, when she made the mannequin piece, it was used with this. So basically she cut out the pattern to make a dress form of her, and then she cut out her pattern, traced it onto this, and then sewed it. So you can sew this with a sewing machine, and then you put it into the shape you want, and then when you use a heat tool, because we're not saying the other word anymore to get flagged, then it'll harden in that shape. And she uses that as her transporting dress form. So I want to one day do that, but that's why I got a bunch of samples from Coscom, and they provided all the material for me. But I thought this would be cool to try with the wings because it's lighter than EVA foam, and then I don't have to do Plasti Dip onto the foam, which I didn't want to do because the Plasti Dip ends up adding weight. And then the other type of material that you could use potentially is that I've seen a lot of people do, and it was real quick. Oh, you're so funny. You're so funny. We're going to boo-doo-doo. Goodbye. Boop. Okay. See, this is where you get the trolls. We don't have trolls all year long, and then we start getting people at this time. Why? Just because. But yeah, so trying to do this, and then the other type of wings that I've been seeing, because I wanted to try something new, is the it's like this packing material that you use for covering plates and stuff, but it's really easy to rip. And it makes really pretty wings, but I wanted something that was going to be more durable. So that's kind of my decision on that. Oh, yeah. But yeah, in terms of attaching though, I know you can sew it. I don't know offhand. I haven't tried different types of glue yet. So that's gonna be an experiment. I'm sure hot glue will work. Ooh, that wasn't good. But I would try not to use hot glue. And I'll try not to use contact cement with this as well. But I'll have to kind of mess around just to see. Closer to this one being done. It seems like each set is taking about 30 minutes to cut, give or take. One, two, three, four. Okay. And then this one and that one? Or is that one the smallest? I think that one's the smallest, and then this one's the next size. Okay. I'm excited to go out tonight, though. I've been stuck in the house every day and busy working in the basement with the printer, and kind of need a break and leave the house. So we're gonna go out to one of my favorite places to eat, and then probably go out for a drink or something after to kind of relax. Been a lot more stress with just posting and finishing projects, and then with family. So. Alright. You there. A little drink. Cheers, guys. Thanks for watching. It's all good. Welcome to YouTube then. Yeah, I don't read chat on TikTok or on Instagram. It's too hard. Like, I don't have the capability of reading all chat in one spot, and I can barely read on my phones anyway. So I just have it all in here. But welcome. Yeah. So for those that are still on TikTok and Instagram, we're live streaming on youtube.com/Tiffany Gordon Cosplay, and that's where I read chat. Yeah. So scary over here. I know, it's scary. Ooh. We actually had a troll. We don't normally get trolls here, so that's not an invitation, please. By the way, don't. No, it's just easier to stream in one spot and then just to read chat in one spot. And then I can have my moderators all here, and you're already on my platform, so if you have questions that can be like, check out the tutorial right here on the page. Just, you know, it works out easier that way. But yeah, we're working on, so for the Guess My Cosplay, it was not Glenda. It was Angewomon from Digimon. So that's what we're working on today, cutting out winglings. This is our third set of wings. So yeah, there's one more, our fourth set of wings. Pair of wings, set of wings, I don't know. That'll be after this one, and that'll be our final ones. Well, doing our base cut. I still have to go in and hand cut each of the feathers next. So, yeah. My hand is definitely starting to get a little sore from this, though. I'll cut this one more time. Alright. But yeah, is anybody working on a project, cosplay, or other type of crafting stuff want to share? I know a lot of people are done crafting for the year because of Halloween being over. And then with the holidays and stuff, a lot of people start towards that. Just finished painting the, oh, is that the one that you posted in Discord with the foam collar thingy? I think it was foam. It was like white and then you had all the little swirly kind of designs. I think it's the same person. He's trying to make a fake channels. Also 3D printing something for finding out. Oh, okay, cool. Ready for MagFest and Kazakhstan, so crafting will not be stopping me. Isn't? I thought Kazakhstan just happened. Or is it coming up soon? What am I thinking of? Alright, I'll show you the next one. So this one is... Oh, no, this one's the largest wing. It's, I can't even show all of it. It's touching the ground. So yeah, this one's gonna take a little bit. Bit more. Oi. It's in fabric. Okay. Are you trying to do sets for it? Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, my hand. Printing thing is a Japanese prop with the edge of a handguard. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, how are you liking the new printer? I hope it's going well for you. I really enjoyed that, because you have the same, you got the LED Century Carbon, or Carbon, I think it's Century Carbon. I always forget the name. That one, the one I have. And I use it all the time. I use it more than my Bruza, honestly. Oh, I need to write a little note for myself. Love the new 3D printer? Yay! I'm so glad. this time. Still working on the beading. I think the year after it will be very likely though. Okay, cool. Yeah, honestly I was thinking like, but like I never know how much beadwork. But yeah, I know it's gonna take a lot. You're still crafting because it's for cons next year. One of them for a contest. Ooh, ooh, exciting, exciting. Do we get to know which one, or is it gonna be a secret? Either way is fine, by the way. Thanks for doing most of the research for you. I'm glad I could help. Yeah, I find it actually a lot easier to use than my Prusa. Obviously the Prusa is like, I use that for specific things, and for the size, but the Elegoo one is really great. You'll tell you once you, okay. Best of luck! Yeah! Oh, I slightly feel another sneeze coming on. Whew. Okay, so this one is the longest wing. There we go. Just a bit more. I thought it was the other one was, but no, it's this one. Ugh. I think it's because of me cutting this. You have all the fiber dust in the air, so it's a little bit getting to me. I think I'm gonna do a window. Might help a little bit. A little bit. Get some circulation in here. Is there a filament type and brand you prefer to work with? So specifically for the Elegoo one, I do the Elegoo brand. I do their PVA on that one because it's my rapid prototyping one. So I just do a lot of test prints with that one. For my Prusa, I use PETG in white. And I'm trying to think. I don't remember the brand. I think it's Creatality. Actually, do I have the roll in here? No, I don't have the roll in here. Message me on Discord to remind me. Either that or I might have a link on one of my videos, but I don't know. Just message me and I'll try to remember. But yeah, that one. I've found with 3D printing, There's types that I like. It depends on your budget. If you're trying to be more budget conscious, definitely you can go for the cheaper ends, but you'll have a little bit of issues here and there. If you're trying to do quality in terms of depending on the printer, I have found that using the specific filament of the brand of machine that you're using tends to get you the better results. But it's a lot more expensive doing it that way. So, just depends. So yeah. But I think also I'm using more of the LED stuff because I still have a bunch of rolls that they gave me. And they just work great. In terms of settings, I always print, for my more structural pieces, I'll do a 15% infill. For the ones that are just, it doesn't really matter, you just need infill. I do 12 to 13. I do just a basic honeycomb, I think the square one. And then in terms of supports, I recommend doing the tree support because that makes it specifically for that printer. They tend to come off better for removing your supports in the end. And then having it where you only use supports connected to the build plate. It depends on the actual print that you're doing. Sometimes you'll need some higher up, but in general, if you don't have it where it's check marked for only use supports on the build plate, you'll get sometimes these random ones that it doesn't actually need one there. So I just find you get better results that way for your specific printer. Okay, that one. Yeah, it's been interesting. So it's pretty much been every other month I've had a new printer that I've been testing and working with companies with. And they've all been FDM until our most recent one, which was with Anycubic. They had the option of either doing the FDM or the resin one, and I'm kind of FDM printered out. I don't need more. So it's like, I'm happy that they let me choose between that or a resin one. And it's been very interesting because for me, for resin, I typically have never really expanded to different types of resin. I've just used like one pretty much the whole time. And working with like different settings and stuff. But they ended up sending me 3 types of resin. And I didn't even know there was like a high-speed resin. I know there's tons of different types of resins. Some that are flexible, some that are like this and that and that. And this printer, because the old one, it still works, but you've noticed true supports are better for but the old one didn't have like any of these testing of models and different types of like settings and stuff, and so it's like all of this new technology for a resin printer for me, which is fun to learn. And with their different types of resin, they sent me a standard one, they sent me a water-based one, which and then I haven't tested the last one yet. It is a standard water, and was it a plant one or I don't remember. It's the other two I've never tried before. But yeah, after I finished the water one, it just shattered everywhere, and it just was like, this is not good for cosplay. Maybe for model making, not for cosplay. Which is why, so one of the first things, if you do have a resin printer, first upgrade, always get the flexible build plate. It's like the magnetic one. So instead of with your plate, everything that attaches to it with the resin printer, I mean, turns very, very fast on it, or blunt, or what's the word? Basic. And it's no, yeah. And basically, if you're trying to get it off, but it's like stuck, so you have to use like a spatula and scrape to get it off. No fun. But with the magnetic flexible build plate, you glue on a magnet, wait 24 hours, and then you can attach your flexible build plate. And it's like a metal piece that it bends. So when you take it off, it makes it a lot easier to take off your resin prints. So that's like the first thing I got. And it's coming in today. But the new plate is gonna be like that big. It's huge for like compared to the old one. So yeah. But that's what, so getting on that, Anycubic is the new sponsor, and I do have a code to get like 20% off. It's a bunch of letters though. It's in the scrolly bar if you're interested, or on my website. But yeah, so with them, with the new resin printer they sent, that's what we're doing. Why we're doing this cosplay is because I plan on making 3D modeling and printing the helmets, the little breast cups, and then some of the little like circle-y and belt buckle things out of it. So, excited! And that's why we changed over that. I'm expecting Mr. Troll to show up again. He's on a countdown. Every 15 minutes, he's got to do a new one. Make a new account. Get verified. So much dedication to be a troll. Ugh. My poor hand. It's because of how I'm holding it. I keep holding it on the button part. So it's like, eh. Being a troll is hard work. I know. So much dedication just because they're unhappy and trying to make other people unhappy. I was talking about that earlier, where after Halloween until New Year's, there's always, every year, so generally speaking, throughout the year, most of the comments tend to be on the more positive side. You do get your trolls every post. It's unavoidable. But after Halloween, that's when because of the holidays, a lot of people get really sad, and they like to take out their feelings on social media to everybody. And after Halloween, it like turns from mostly positive to pretty much half as negative, half as positive, and then sometimes worse, especially towards Christmas. It just gets so bad. And I know a lot of other creators have that. And a lot of people, which I've started doing the last few years, and I'm going to continue it this year, is in January taking off, and I'm not saying everybody has to do that, this is just for me personally because this is my full-time job, is taking off social media in January completely. Just as a relaxed refresh from all of the 2 months straight of just negativity, and holiday season's always stressful anyway with holidays, family, social media. You tend to have to post a lot more, and it's just a whole bleh. So yeah. But this is a prime example of Mr. Troll here today. Almost 100% guaranteed the 3 that have come on, because it's been every 15 minutes or however long the timer is for them to make an account, verify, and then to post something. Which they're all just stupid little things too. None of them are like anything. I don't want my heater on right now. Eeh. My little minefield in here. I'm surprised the kitties haven't come in though. Everybody needs a break from social media sometimes. Yeah. It gets really bad. I've had to... So I get really stressed out from it, which is why, like, in general, I have my anxiety and my depression and stuff. And by taking medicine, not recommending for people, but for me it really helps, especially with how much I have to look at social media because it is technically my job. So even though I hate social media, but it's difficult at times because you do have to kind of read everything. You do have to moderate, even if you have moderation on everything, where you have mods that help. Just things come through. And I've tried to keep a schedule where I don't always follow it, but I try to after, like, depending on the day, 6 or 8 p.m., no social media after that until the morning. And then I try to do on Sundays no social media. And it just helps me as like one day of, even though I'll be working and still filming things and whatnot, it's just kind of a day to just make sure I don't look and don't stress myself out. Working through, you dropped by real quick. Aw, thank you for stopping by. I really hope work, the new job and everything is going great. You'll have to tell us more when you get a chance. last in that one. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Almost done. These are the last few that we have to cut out. And then all of the spine parts of the wings are cut. And then I'll have to go through and cut each of these, but this is just like a basic shape. I plan on for each of these cutting them, so going like cutting a line all the way down and then doing like the feathery things, and it's gonna be a whole bunch. So job is good. Job eats all time up. That's part no good. Oh. Well, hopefully you'll be able to replace your computer now if you haven't done so. I know you had it crash on you a while back, so. But food is good, money is good, paying bills and being able to get games and things. Just make sure you always take your lunch breaks though. Yeah. What is this thing? Engage with your audience. Oh, interesting. My end had other buttons that randomly highlighted for some reason. Yes, money and food good. PC slowly working towards it. Yeah. Well, if you're gonna build from scratch, you got Black Friday and Cyber Monday coming up soon, so you might be able to get some deals. Maybe. I know I'm probably gonna look into a few more stuff. This PC right now, so my gaming one's great now. This one though, it's starting to have a little bit of issues. It's a bit old for the amount of it. I do no gaming on this one anymore, and it is strictly just video editing and photo editing, and it's it's having a bit issues now processing. So I need to look into a few other things. I think my PC, this one, I don't think I've upgraded it since like 2016 or something. It's a wee bit old. So there's a few things I want to just kind of change out. Same with, so we don't have an actual TV or cable. We have computers in every room, and we watch our shows on computers. And the living room one, I call it Mr. Cube because it is a cube, literally. My spouse built it a long time ago to fit inside basically the IKEA little cubicle thing. So it's literally like this big, just a cube. And it's the Frankenstein's computer. Basically every time we upgrade a part from one of the PCs, it gets the most recent part that's taken out of. So it's even older. Gotta go talk to. Aw, thanks for stopping by, Cliff. Have a wonderful day. I'm glad you were able to stop by. Yee. Yeah, besides streaming here too. That's the only other thing. But I'm at the point where like I still have my third camera, but I don't use it anymore for my workbench or for sewing just because my computer had issues with that for so long. So I kind of stopped using that. It had issues with the camera. And then I could never read chat, so I had to do my phone, so then I'm streaming on 2 phones already, so one of them had to be then killed for me to read chat, so it kind of is this whole, so I kind of just haven't been doing that. But yeah, so the PC, like for streaming wise, doesn't use it much. Words. Words. Blech. But yeah, if you're just getting here, the next cosplay, which if you saw my video on Guess My Cosplay, it is not Glenda. I was just using the music because it was what was trending. And it's gotten a lot of views because it's trending music. Yeah. Welcome to the channel. And it's actually Angewomon from Digimon. I know, words are hard. Blah. But yes, that's what we're working on right now, is I'm starting to cut out all of the wings. And this is the last set of wings that we're doing. Basically, she has 8 wings, so there's 4 sets. And this is the last set of 4. And each wing has 4 parts to it, so that we're cutting out. So yeah, that's nuts. And this is faux shape that we're using for the wings. So it's a new material that I wanted to try out. I found it funny that somebody thought this was a towel when I was holding up in the video. But they suggested, or they thought I was doing Sabrina Carpenter, which I love her. That would be a cool cosplay to make of one of hers, her little, the opening of the show where she shows the towel and then whatever sparkly design that she's wearing for that night. One day if I want to like bedazzle something. Because we know I love glitter and sparkles. Okay. 2 more. And at the rate that I'm going with a rotary tool, in 3 hours to cut out the base of this, is going to be another 12 hours to cut the detailed feather parts. It's going to be so much fun. Yeah, I typically try to avoid cosplaying real characters. Real meaning live action. I love the sarcasm is strong with, yeah, it is. But, I've done, there's a lot of trolls that have been happening in the background, so I've been kind of, But, yeah, the only one that I have done a kind of, like, live action show or something was I did Khaleesi from Game of Thrones, and it was okay. I gave it to my mom, cause I only wore it once, and yeah. But, I don't know, I've just never really been into, I like bringing the fantasy side of bringing a 2D character or a 3D, like even gaming, it's still 2D technically, but a character to life and like my interpretation of it. So kind of, as much as I like all of the Game of Thrones characters, Bridgerton, like even Sabrina Carpenter and like all of those stuff, I love those outfits, but I don't know, it's kind of hard for me because then I'm not, to me it's more of like on the Halloween side for my interpretation, not saying that everybody that does it is that, it's just like for my personal me wearing it kind of thing. And then I feel weird of if I make a pattern for it, then it's like, well, I'm ripping off somebody's design then because somebody actually made that outfit. and then it's this weird kind of like thing for me. So yeah. Which outfit of hers did you? Oh, for Khaleesi, I did her. She had her long, wavy, blonde hair, and then the blue, and it's like a kind of almost see-through chiffon blue with the gold splatter, and then she had the cut-out gold, like lace kind of corset in the shoulder pieces. It was from one of the earlier seasons. I did it back in like 2017-ish? Maybe? It's on my website. I only have like one picture of it. So, yeah. Not that you need to prove it. Yeah. Usually do fictional characters as well, bringing them to life. Yeah. I like it. It's a puzzle to me. So yeah, it's kind of... I go back and forth too between somebody's fan art. So there's like, I'm gonna probably butcher her name. Is it Hannah Alexandra? Beautiful artist. Like all of her work is amazing. She does all of these designs for cosplay characters and brings them to life, and I love it. I want to make them, but then I also have this weird, like, I know that she wants people to support her through Patreon, which I totally support, but then I would feel weird if I'm just cosplaying it for myself, then totally fine. Great. I have no problem with, like, yeah, I'll make it, I'll support her, and support her art, give her credit, everything, but then because my whole brand is based off of like making the patterns so I can continue doing this as my full-time job, I would feel really uncomfortable if I'm profiting off of her artwork for like, I don't know, like I feel like if I was to do something like that, where if I had a pattern of parts, I would need to do a portion of whatever I make, I would want to go to her. This is all hypothetical too. Like I'm not doing this. But that's kind of like the same mindset of like if I'm doing a character that's like from an actual movie or something, like it kind of goes on that same mindset for me. And I have no problem with people doing this, just as me as this being my full-time job. And profiting off of it. I don't like that. It's uncomfortable for me kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's kind of like how I feel on that. But that would be a whole nightmare of me figuring out like if I do like this much to you on this and then this and this and this and like yeah. So I can finally put this up. Okay, to show you everything that we cut out. So here's all of this that we just cut out. That's one wingling. Or, well, two winglings, I guess. Now, 4 winglings. 6 winglings. Oh, this pile got messed up. Ugh. No. And our last 2 of 8 winglings. So yeah, it's, don't fall. It's a lot. All of that. And each one of these has individual little feathers that I gotta go back and cut by hand with scissors. Yay. be worth it though. The Wingling reference? Oh, is there a reference with it? I just say Winglings. It's like Hattie Hat to me. Is it used somewhere else? It's always funny when I make hat tutorials, because I always say, here's my new Hattie hat. Oh, it's just, the music came back. We'll see. We'll give it a few. Maybe? Oh, it did! Okay, sorry. We had another internet drop. But, yeah, I'm going to give my hand a break now. I don't want to cut more things out. So, I'm glad it came back. But, I'm going to end the stream there for today, and I'm going to say no stream on Friday, because this was the stream for the week. So, yeah, I'm just going to be cutting these out constantly. So, hopefully in the stream next week. The channel would love to have you as part of our community, so like the video and subscribe to the channel. And yeah, you'll see this starting, yeah, it'll be a while before an actual tutorial comes out, but YouTube's having problems, so much love, bye bye.